Welcome back to Mega Man and Base, and now we're gonna go visit the shop to buy some upgrades. Otto is helping Base because Mega Man and Base are somewhat teaming up to fight King. And hey, all the help I can get, why not? One item you can buy at this point is the Treble Boost, and Treble Boost allows Treble to combine with you so that you can actually fly around the stage and shoot, and you can go as high as you want until Treble energy runs out, and that's always fun. You can climb ladders faster, you can dash faster, you can get more health from energy, you can get critical attacks if you're ever in a tight pinch. Like if you're really hurt, and you can clearly see that Base is hurt, when you equip this item, his attack's will be stronger when he's in that state. And I bought it because I love it. And I also got Treble Boost, even though I'd never use it, and I just showed you what it does not too long ago. There's also an energy equalizer and spike protection, and spike protection basically, if you touch a spike, it won't kill you, but if you touch it again, it will. You'd only get one protection. Anyway, let's fight Ground Man! And Ground Man is a robot created to excavate ruins. His weapon, Spread Drill, can drill hard objects. Like Drill Man, he loves to drill things. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. A good point? Deep thinking. He's a deep thinker. A bad point? He's inhospitable. He likes something rare, and he dislikes coarse things. C-O-A-R-S-E things. Now this part is kind of annoying. These centipedes come out of the giant hole, and, you know, if you're Mega Man, you can't kill them fast enough, and even as Base, it seems like a waste of time to kill them. All you basically want to do is find the ladder, or find some kind of opening that you know he won't go in, and try and maneuver past him. And don't forget to pick up weapon energy and health and whatever, because they're always helpful. Gotta love how Base can double jump. But yeah, the shop, originally when you started the game, there were actually 5 things for sale, and if you defeat 3 Robot Masters, then another 5 things are for sale, and if you defeat another 3 Robot Masters, then everything will be unlocked in the shop, and when everything is unlocked, you pretty much get the best things to buy, and the best things to buy, they definitely are. This is a mini-boss Centipede, and he has some patterns, if you remember them and memorize them. And basically, you want to shoot his head, and that's all you can pretty much do. I don't know if he has a weakness, and if he does, well, then use it. Look it up and use it, but I doubt he does. His patterns are very random, and it makes fighting him a rather pain in the ass, because sometimes you just never know which direction he's going to go. But luckily, I blast him enough, and I made it through. This area has floorboards that love to collapse and fall, so don't stay on them too long. And keep out of the way of enemies. Once again, we got our friends, Slippery Pete, or whatever the fuck their name is. And basically, you want to, if you're Base, if you want to jump up above them and shoot downwards, because you can actually pass through their shield and hit him in the head, so Base has the upper hand against Cotton Eye Joe there. This area is specifically awkward. You have these statues, and the red statue opens the door that is the exit. The white statues make spikes raise or lower towards you. I had to kill that red statue. It's the only way I was going to beat the level. But I'm also, the more white statues I destroy, the more spikes are coming, and that's not a good thing. But, you know, I seem to be doing pretty well for myself. There's a CD, I don't know how to get it. Anyone can tell me? That'd be helpful. And these things love to drill through the ground, and again, bottomless pits are never fun, so you want to shoot them before they destroy most of the ground. I mean, they're not going to destroy all of it, they're not that cruel, but destroy them anyway, just for the sake of it, you know? Thank God Base can double jump. But now we're fighting Big Bad Ground Man. And Ground Man is actually a guy I can take on without his special weapon weakness. I can fight him with the regular Base Buster or Mega Buster. Because once you realize his pattern, he's actually pretty easy to fight. Basically, you want to attach the remote mine to him, and if he goes underground, or if he goes underground at all with the remote mine attached to him, he's going to get hurt. You can set it off when he's open up, but, you know, it's better to wait for him to dig underground because it makes the fight that more satisfying. He'll drive left and right like a tank trying to run into you, but every time he reaches a wall for the third time, he's going to get out of his tank form. Just stay in the middle, keep jumping, and then when you notice he's at his third wall attempt, stay away from him. And every now and then he'll jump up into the ground and try and drill you, and basically you just want to dash out of the way of that, or slide out of the way of that if you're Mega Man. It's a fairly easy fight, if you ask me. Well, not easy, but it's good when you know what to do. Anyway, we get Spread Drill, and Spread Drill is awesome because not only can we shoot a giant drill, but if we push the button while we send it, it'll split into mini drills that will even split into other mini drills if we press the button again, and it's pretty useful to kill enemies with. And now it's on to Tengu Man. What the fuck? We beat Tengu Man in Mega Man 8! Yes, folks, they brought back Tengu Man. For reasons I can't explain, 2 of the Robot Masters from Mega Man 8 are back in Mega Man and Base. Either they were being really uncreative, or God knows what. This is a side-scrolling level, much like Dr. Cossack's stage in Mega Man 4, so you can't not move, which kinda sucks. There's spikes up there, hard to see in the Game Boy Advance, clearly easy to see when you're playing the Super Nintendo version, but I digress. The orange balloons will pop if you stand on them too long, so don't dilly-dally here. The green balloons, however, will not pop if you stand on them. They will go and rise for as long as you want them to. Luckily, as Base, we can maneuver past this area so much better by double jumping. And I would dash and double jump so you can get more speed and air, of course. And if you actually, a tip I didn't tell people is that if you dash and then do a double jump, you'll actually double jump higher than a normal double jump. I guess the dash gives Base some momentum, and this will be especially useful for a certain tank battle in King's Castle, but we'll get to that when we get to that. For the most part, though, Tengu Man stage, its only hard part is the first part, the side-scrolling part. You won't know how many times I've died in that part as Base and then as Mega Man. Oh my god. See, they didn't change the platforms for Mega Man, so anytime I could have double jumped to save myself with Base, I can't do that with Mega Man. This game is fucking brutal. It's fucking hard, and I don't like it. I mean, I enjoy playing the game as Base, somewhat. It's still hard for me, but at least the game is slightly more enjoyable to play as Base. But when you're playing as Mega Man, it's just a pain in the ass, and I don't enjoy it at all. Personally, I think this game just should have been Base, not Mega Man. And if they added, like, the Treble Heal or some kind of healing ability, then it would be a fun game in my opinion, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. But by making Mega Man also a playable character and not making him have an easier time, it's brutal, and I don't like playing as Mega Man at all. Nevertheless, here is Tengu Man, and Tengu Man, he's easier than he was in Mega Man 8. He basically flies left and right, and occasionally he'll swoop down and charge at you. He's weak against the spread drill, and you basically just want to keep shooting it at him. If he flies over it, you can always push the button again to send miniature drills at him, and definitely assure that he's going to get hit. It does the same amount of damage as a giant drill, so even do that even if, you know, you want to hit him. But again, Tengu Man is a rather piece of shit robot, so he's easy to fight. If you want his bio, look in my Mega Man and 8 playthrough. I misplaced the information. Because every time I delete information on a Robot Master I've already read, I delete it. So, you know. I think he was a good flyer or something. By defeating him, we get Tengu Blade, which is actually a melee attack, and a wind swiping attack. But we'll see more of that in Part 4, folks.